Hello, dear student. In today's lecture, we will start last chapter from your curriculum, that is of shell programming. Here, we will learn which are the different shell variables, how to set any environment variable, shell variable, how to unset, how to see the different shell variables has been set or not. Then, different predefined variables. After that, we will learn about what is a shell script, how to write shell programs into that script, how to execute that shell script. For executing and for writing that shell program, we require to learn some syntax, just like we need to study about the variables, then array concept, then looping concept, control structures. So these are some basic requirement we have to learn, and after that we can write down a programs in a shell script. Just like that, we have a written program for the C language. Currently you are writing for Java, PHP. The same like that, we will write down a script. So that script will be executed, and then set of commands, rather than writing separately on the terminal. This set of commands we are writing in a one file, and that file we can reuse multiple times. That is the use of script. Another example that we can give, you are executing right now different set of command, just like for example ls command. When you execute ls command, all the files from the current directory will be get listed. So how exactly all these files get listed? Because of at the back end, from the shell, there is one bin directory, and in that bin directory all these binary files, executable files, are stored. These executable files are the shell script files. So for ls command, one shell script is written, and in that the code is written that we have to it has to be retrieve the files and folders from current directory from the hard disk. Okay, so just we are typing here ls command, backend that script get executed, and you are getting your required documents and directories. You can take example of any command. So all these commands actually, at your OS, it has been written in a form of the programs, and when you type that command at the backend, it calls, or the shell calls, that particular path of that program. That program get executed, and you get the result on your shell. So that how to write the programs in with the help of shell script within a Linux, that we will learn in this chapter. So first two points are focusing on which are the different environment variables, which are the different shell variables, how to set that shell variable, and these are just predefined variables. So today, in this point, we will learn these two concepts, that is variable, shell variables, and predefined variables. So, what is a shell variable? That the variables, these are defined for the shell, and that variables we have to use multiple times. So we can call these as a shell variable. For example, suppose you want to run Java program on Linux. So basically on Windows, what you are doing, you are just that installing that jdk.exe, jre.exe file, and after installation of that file, you are setting some path. Now how you are setting a path? Because you want to run the program from the command prompt with the help of compilation command as a javac and the file name .java, and then again after that for running, you are writing java in the file name. So this that particular command prompt should understand that where from where to get javac. Now tell me, what is this javac? Javac, it's actually that file is, that is also an executable file, and it is written in that bin directory of the jdk. Okay, so command prompt, where from where you are opening command prompt. Suppose I am typing here cmd. So just let's see, this is a cmd of my Windows. Okay, so you can see my cmd, it is opening from c users and the admin, and jdk, where exactly the jdk is stored. Jdk, it is stored at the suppose C program files, JDK and the bin directory. So that CMD cannot understand how to locate that particular javac. Javac, it is for, it will get compiled and it will create a bytecode for that particular Java program. So this Java C, it is one program, and here what we are giving an input to the command line argument as an your name of that particular file. That will be input for that particular program. So to get that path, we have to set some variables. Now here in case of Windows, we are calling here as a command prompt, and for in case of Linux, we are calling that one as a shell. So what is a shell? That already covered we in a last chapter. Shell, it is nothing but a command line interpreter. That is a command prompt, and through the command line interpreter, we can give we set of commands. We can run set of commands different. So to run these programs or to run different files, we should set the path. We can set the path in a two ways. One that through directly we can assign through that environment variables, or we can use some bash command for that. So first of all, we will see how to set an environment variable in case of shell. So write down here as a key is equal to value. I think in one of the slide of bash features we have taken that setting this environment variable. The same concept is covered over here. So write down the key is equal to value, and suppose we want to assign multiple values, then we will write key is equal to assigned with the value 1 colon value 2. Now here this value 1 colon value 2, and here there should not be any space before and after of this assignment symbol. Then this is for the setting environment variable. Let's see one example how to set an environment variable. So here while setting an environment variable, just you have to use a command as an export command after setting. So export and then name is equal to value. So example is given as for the Java home. Suppose we want to set a Java home as in a name, and in the Java home we are storing that particular path opt/openjdk11. Now this OpenJDK, it is an open source JDK. Currently for Java programming, I think you are using Oracle JDK. Okay, this is one another different OpenJDK available as an open source. Oracle JDK, it is also an open source. You can download that one also. But in this example, OpenJDK has been downloaded, and just we have to set that execute. It has been installed. We have to set OpenJDK 11 number version path as in a Java home. So every time, no need to write down this whole path. Just we will set this path to this variable, and we will say export. So you have set right now environment variable. After that, suppose I want to see whether the Java home containing this path or not, then just type echo dollar Java home. So in this way you have set that particular environment variable. But after that setting environment variable on your command prompt or on that shell, it will be remain active only for that particular session. Once you close that particular shell, that will not be active. The same is applicable for CMD also. For example, suppose this is your command prompt, and if you set your Java path over here for writing Java program, then what will happen once I close this command prompt, then that particular Java path will be get vanished. Next time again you have to write down, we have to set a path command in this CMD, and then you have to run the Java programs. So this is for the temporary effect. And suppose you want to set it from set it as a permanent, then you can set over from here. I think advanced and then environment variable, and from here for the system variable go to the path. Okay, and from here you can set the path. I have set it as a JDK 14. So from here also you can set the path, and that will be the permanent effect. So every time no need to set a path from the shell. So we'll see that point also, how to set it in a that Linux. Now how to unset it. Once you set it, you can unset it with the help of unset as in a command. So write down unset and the name of variable name. So this particular Java home or any that variable you can unset. So this value, if you want to try to print echo and then $Java home, it will not print anything, because right now this variable value has been unset. how to list out all set environment variable. Just type set and press enter. You will get that which are the different values are set for that particular shell. So this is just an output example. For your command prompt or for your bash, it may differ. Now this is for the temporary setting the shell variable. Okay, key is equal to value, and write down the export before that, so it will be get set. And these are some set of commands also in env that will allow to run the program in a custom environment without modifying the current one. Then print environment, just like a set, it will print all the specific specified environment variable. Set for set and unset, it is used, and only without an argument it will print out all the list variables. Unset, it will delete the shell and environment variable and export for the setting the environment variable. Now, if I want to set environment variable permanently, then open file, open text editor. We have learned two text editors, VI editor and Emacs editor. By default, VI editor is present. So open that file through the command prompt as vi tilt slash dot bash profile. So this is a system file. Open this file and write down at the end of that particular file as an export java underscore home is equal to, and the name of that path, actual path of that particular working directory, opt openjdk. Save changes, save that file. After that, on command prompt, write down source tilt slash forward slash dot bash underscore p underscore profile. There is no space. So again I am reading this command, source tilt slash dot bash underscore profile. Press enter. Now these changes will be saved. So even though I close the shell and next time I open it, I can directly run Java program. No need of setting every time from the shell. So in this way you can set environment variable persistent as a permanent effect on your particular Linux system. So this is about setting shell variable and environment variable. Then we will take next point as an predefined variable. Predefined variable, these are the predefined variable means these are defined by the system itself, and just we will see what is the meaning of that particular predefined variable. The path it will give the different directories path by colon separated. Then PS1, it is for how exactly your prompt will look when you start the cell session. Now there are PS1, PS2, PS3 and so on. The PS1, it is your primary command prompt. So when you first time open your command prompt, that look view, it is a PS1. Then bash it will give the full path name to execute current bash session. Then home, bash version, it will give the bash version. Bash version means current version of your bash shell, and the first one bash, it is the name of that particular bash, and the full path name from slash directory, that is from the root directory. Then home, it will give the current directory, current user home directory path. Host name, that you know, host name, it is a name of the current host. Suppose I have given the host name as an Linux system, or if I have given as a name as a gpkpit like that, so that will be the host name. Then OS type, it is a type of the operating system that you are running. PPID, it will give the parent process ID of that shell. So process ID, you know, identification number of process, and it will give the parent process ID. So if you are running one process, that will be considered as a child one, and its a parent process number will be get written with this PPID. UID, it is a user ID of a current active user. So these are the predefined variables. So in this video we learned about which are the different shell variables and how to set shell variables, use of that shell variables, subset of commands, and some predefined variables. These are some there are so many predefined